everyone, this is Kim with Abundant Life Tarot, and we are doing an unboxing video. This is an unboxing of a Hay House Oracle deck, and I'll be honest, I cannot remember the title, but you'll know the title because it'll be on the video prior to you clicking on it. But what I did was I ordered some stuff from Hay House during one of their big Black Friday sales, I guess you could call it. And so I had some decks come, and most of the decks that have come are for gifts for other people, like in my family, who are maybe dabbling into Oracle. For example, like my son, he's here, and I got him another Oracle deck because he's into reading. And my sister, which was more of like an affirmation-y kind of deck that would ease her into it. Like, she believes, because I've done a lot of readings for her, and what I mean by like she believes in tarot and oracle, but I don't know if she really wants to do it for herself. But I thought it'd be nice to still just give her like almost like an affirmation-y deck. It still kind of could be predictive based on whatever her current situation in life is going on, but it still is uplifting. So that's what I did, and so that's what came today. So, Crazy Sexy Love Notes by Chris Carr. Messages from your wise and fabulous inner self. So I got that for my sister. And I love this deck so much. This is the Power of Surrender cards, and I got this for my son. I use this deck a lot when I'm doing readings for him, and so he likes it so much. He's like, he actually, I think, even mentioned he would want his own copy, and mine's is so worn I may end up needing to buy another copy because it's so worn. But I love it that much, so that's okay. There you go. And then the deck that we're unboxing today is Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection by a 60 card deck by Mike Dooley. That's that. And let's see, is it the same? Looks like it's a hair bigger than the traditional Hay House boxes. What made me get this deck? Well, it's a couple of reasons. I have, where is it? Where are you? I have the Romance Angels Oracle from Hay House, from Doreen Virtue or whatever. I use this one faithfully too. This one is also super worn, and it works really good for predictive readings as well as prescriptive readings. And I wanted another relationship type of deck, and I saw that the Esther Hicks, she has a deck. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on what they call like Abraham, or like the law of attraction, you know, getting into the vortex about relationships deck. And I thought about that one, but I have so many law of attraction books that it reminds me too much of that, and I just sometimes want to keep certain things kind of separated, ironically enough. You'd think I want my law of attraction passion that I've been loving pretty much my whole adult life, as it turns out. I've been a part of that life, that new thought movement life. So you would think that I would want my decks to be a little bit more representative of that. And many decks inherently are very much law of attraction based, in my opinion. So I feel like it's almost overkill when it's in a deck, if that makes any sense. And I worry about that a little bit with Mike Dooley's deck, because again, I have a few of his books that I've read over the years. He's a great motivational speaker. He makes understanding manifestation and law of attraction really easy. And so I respect him as an authority in law of attraction and creating a life that you want. I definitely respect him. So I saw that he has this Oracle deck, and it was a smoking deal at Hay House, so I just had to go on and get it, you know. Plus I had to order gifts for other people, and I couldn't let myself be without a gift, now could I? So Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection. And I loved his Notes from the Universe series. Like he has like an email that would come out, a mailer, his book, his books, not just book. So, and it's got these keyholes here. That's cool. Handy doodle. Yeah, they do. They all have them. So yeah, I worry a little bit that it's going to be the same kind of feel. I don't, you know, we'll see. I like relationship decks because I'd say 70% of my readings are relationship based. So it's important for me to have a variety of decks. And this box is really sticky for some reason. Okay. And this one does not have a guidebook. Just like, where are you? No, it's in the box. But just like the Power of Surrender cards, it's just got the messages written on the card itself, which I was okay with. I know this may or may not bother me. You know, if you know, some people don't like writings on the cards, and I get that, and I can understand the argument why you wouldn't want writing on your cards because maybe that's just your style of reading. You don't want it, so this deck probably won't be for you. I want to show you the Power of Surrender without like, well, that's okay. I think I did a deck in focus for the Power of Surrender cards if you want to check that out. All right. And I like that they just have this. Just recycle that easily enough. And he has a little cover card. Okay, yeah, so he even talks about his history. He says, "Dear fellow adventurers, what started in 1998 as an email sent out weekly to 38 addresses has since blossomed into today's daily notes from the universe sent to over 750,000 subscribers into probably every country and territory on Earth. These notes are brief passages written by the universe, designed to remind you that you have indeed been given dominion over all things. Let these cards be your daily companion. Choose one at random, either each morning or whenever you're in need of insight, direction, or solace. Frame them, carry them with you, or share them with friends and family. You could not be more loved, more powerful, or more deserving of all your heart's desires. You are simply adored." One moment, please. I need to... Daniel? Dante?
Yes.
Can you tell Daniel that I'm recording and I can hear his radio?
Yes.
Thank you. Children. Teenagers, no less. Teenagers. And I'm sorry, I could edit this out, but it's an unboxing, and you understand. I just want to get to the cards already. Thanks, Dante. So, thanks, Daniel. So, let's get started, shall we? So, yeah, so I love that he has this little note card that he includes with the deck. Mike Dooley is a former PricewaterhouseCoopers International tax consultant turned entrepreneur. He's the founder of a philosophical adventurers club on the internet that's now home to more than 750,000 members from probably every corner, blah, blah, blah. And you can visit his website, www.tut.com. TET. Forgot what that stands for. Anyways, so that's that. Let's get into the cards. So here we go. We have love in spite of it all. And on this side, it has the message here. So maybe that's why it gets a little tricky. And I don't know how this deck is going to work in readings for others. I can see it working for readings in others because I don't necessarily need my cards to be like face down and then I flip it up. Usually that my cards jump. So they usually will flip over and onto its, you know, front side so people can see the cards anyway. So I don't really place a lot of importance on that. But you know, it's a little confusing. Love in spite of it all. So in a relationship reading, you know, I could see where this might come up. It says, "Before this odyssey ever began, there was you, your best friends, and wide-eyed curiosity among you about who would be the first to leap, the first to forget, the first to kiss, the first to tell, the first to fall, the first to get back up, and the first to remember that it all began with a dare. To love in spite of it all. Is that you? Murgatroyd, the universe. P.S. I remember the glint in your eyes, all three of them. It's cute. All right, so it's not only about being right. It says, in all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who was right or wrong, strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went to the greater length in considering the other's perspective. It's a good relationship card. You know what to do. So you already have the answer inside of you. Oh, it kind of goes with my shirt. I'm not going to read all the messages. I'll read the front card messages, but that's it. Because that's the thing. These are just words, right? I would like to consider these as like reading prompts, like in a relationship reading. Or maybe some, you know, clarification is needed. Or maybe you need a punctuation at the end of that reading, right? This would be what it is. I don't think you're going to necessarily... I mean, you probably very well could do a full-on spread. There's no cards in here where he talks about using spreads, so I think that's what he's designed, what this is designed for, not to necessarily have these elaborate spreads with just this deck. You are destined for greatness on the wings of love. You were born with that it quality. Pretty colors. That you have options is meaningful. Rock on. You have options. There's options. I go where you go. Give yourself much more credit. Karma is on your side. Most people are just trying to survive. And so maybe in a friendship, you know, reading or a relationship reading, you know, sometimes that's what it is. It's not that it's anything personal. It's just they're trying to survive, and that's why they made the choices they made, and it ended up hurting you. It's no, you know, it's just all that. Enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness. I don't know about that one. Your treasure is at hand. You're being watched by loving eyes. Convince yourself, not others. I want to read this message. The need to clarify, explain, or justify oneself in personal relationships is always self-serving. What's important is knowing the truth about why you felt the need, because it often points to insecurities that could be dealt with in more effective ways. And yeah. Time for a love fest. It's not as if you need anyone. I love this message. So many people need to hear that. You glow, we beam. Thanks. When you shine, we shine. See me in their eyes. See me in your partner's eyes. See the universe. See God in your partner's eyes. It's beautiful. I heart you. Earlier disappointments were just rehearsals for the great stuff coming your way. Very, you know, uplifting messages. This is why that's not designed necessarily to be doing some deep thought-provoking readings with. It's, again, just a little extra, like, you know, like the mint at the end of dinner. You might not know, but you will. Sorry, guys. It's in the thick of the day in an afternoon, and everyone's doing laundry or packing or whatever they're doing. They chose you. Love is never in vain. just going to kind of, to save time, I'm going to go through, because there's 60 of them. So I'm going to pick only the cards that I think are great messages. What you give will come back. I don't like this message. If they once loved you, they still do. This could be a problematic card in a reading relationship. You know what I mean? It could work and give someone temporary solace. But if the person was dogging them, I don't know if I agree with that message. What would love do? I like that one. I like this one. And I like this one. Dwell on what you love. Time to make a demonstration. I like that one. I really like this one. Honor yourself. You've got time. So important. Let's skip that. Hubba hubba. I almost skipped this one, but it's kind of cute. Cheeky. Everyone is doing their best. Some of the cards, this could easily be like a 44, maybe 52 card deck. 60 is stretching it. The hubba hubba could be gone, right? Prepare to be astounded. Oh, I like this one. I love this one, actually. You have what it takes. Change is always good. All there is to love has been there all along. Sometimes the good is hidden. Things are about to get really juicy. Sorry, guys. I'm going to get a new camera light at some point. So the lighting, it's daylight and it's still just the lighting's off. Things are about to get really juicy. So I'm looking forward to that. Finding the right kind of light so y'all can see me. Do something new, something different. I like this because I can go on tangents for days on how people can find love in fun places. You are adored. I used to be a dater myself. Be true to yourself. There's a fly in here. I can't see a fly. Okay. You have more options than you realize. Nice, simple message. Some of them I might even take out of the deck, depending on who I'm doing a reading for. You will be surprised. Because it's like, again, I'm like, you don't want to give people false hopes. Things are not as they appear. That's a good one. I like this one. Love doesn't have to mean near. There's a deeper reason for each of your questions. Seek it. Start where you are. I like that one. Turn on your love light. You needn't worry. You'll find what you seek. Don't be misled. You know what, the longest time I used to thought where it meant misel, and people laughed at me and I didn't understand why they were laughing. It's misled, Ken. Finally someone told me. Create space for new love. That's a good one to close out on. So there you have it, folks. That is the lovely universe, or notes from the universe on love and connection. And this deck probably will end up being one of my personal decks that I use for myself, my own affirmations purposes. Like, I have my altar and I put my own little messages, weekly messages. So that could be what this is used for. I could see using it in some relationship readings. I honestly could. Sometimes I just want one quick little hit message to just go off on a little tangent somewhere else. Sometimes I just want to leave my clients or people I read for with some homework, and this could be part of that homework. So I can see me using it, but some of the cards I could do without. I don't mind that these have the messages on the back and then this on the front. I don't mind that, but I can see how some people would mind that. So just a heads up about this deck. It does have writing on both sides, and that I know will have mixed reviews from folks. But there you have it. That is, as I put it away, notes from the universe. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and check me out in more videos by subscribing. All right, you all. Much love, many blessings. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.